Hello there, everyone. This is Soul17 here, and let me get through this like usual. I don't know this picture, this is an update video. Alright, okay. So, here's the thing in this one. I already know this is the Madara, Ashura, and Indira. I just need to explain some things real quick about Kaguya. Kaguya's body is still sealed away. Kaguya died though in the seal, so that means she got reincarnated. It is Kaguya, and then it's not Kaguya. It's like Naruto's Madara, Indira, and Asura, but he's really not. He's his own person. So Kaguya is her own person. Alright? I want to point that out. I thought that would be obvious. I thought. Also, I keep on getting a whole bunch of ships. I already had one planned. So, and I was gonna, and then I kind of just like had, not, I was only gonna make it one, but then there was some really good points, so I was gonna make it two now. I'm not gonna say who it is, who are the ships, you guys can guess, but yeah. You guys can just guess. But I just need to double check something real quick. Okay, yeah. So, just had to double check something. But anyways, I will have to pause the video again because I gotta look up what the frick is this word and whatever. But yeah. So, if I remember correctly, I made him and Azia be at the house, So, but I'm gonna go to the standpoint where Rias and Issei and Akano, Kaneko and Yato are just there, and Kaguya, just see Naruto. So, yeah. So let me just get through that part real quick. But I just wanted to explain that real quick. I'm also gonna be having Kakashi as a teacher in the school, so that's gonna be like their history teacher. I could just see it. Kakashi being a history teacher and all that. That'll be the most funniest thing. And Tsunade's the nurse. I'll put that out. And like I said, I made Issei different. He's still the same Issei, but he's a lot smarter, stronger, intelligent, and all that. I think I said. So yeah, I don't really care. I just want to get through this because I just woke up. Everyone, I just woke up, so I'm tired, so sorry. But anyways, yeah. This is what if Naruto was the reincarnation of Madara, Ashura, and Indira, and in High School DXD, Part 2. Alright, so, as Naruto appears out of nowhere, Issei, Akano, Rias, Kaneko, and Yota, are just say, what the? As in a blue, not blue, and a yellow and reddish light they all see, as, Azia and Naruto just disappear. In which, even Kaguya sees and smiles at this. She just says, it looks like he's already he's already at the levels of a Kage. Interesting. Maybe he's holding back more power. I need to find out. And so, she's walking away. She remembers the past life of Kaguya, what she could see in the seal. And she just says, even though I ain't Kaguya, the Kaguya's, or their grandma, the grandmother, I still have her name. And I'm human. I ain't Otsutsuki, but I still got all the abilities. Maybe me and him should go to another reality and see what he can do. Which, she can bend to another reality, so that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna have Naruto go into I don't know, a different Naruto universe. Like a alternate reality where it's he's just in in time. Go to canon Naruto and see how he is. This Naruto, The one right, just sitting down, the bandage on his hand. Like you'll just see that Naruto. So yeah, and but that's like a thing I'm gonna do. But anyways, and Marius is even more shocked about this because she never knew about Naruto. So yeah, but anyways, back at the house, Azia is saying, What was that?" He was like, "Oh, that was the flying Raijin. It's a jutsu that my father had once. Well, in my past, my real parents, which actually look like my parents right now. Actually." She goes, "What?" He was like, "Let me explain." So he does. He explains it. Um, he explains Minato, Kushina, which both his parents have the same names. They both act like the same people. Minato is kind-hearted, caring, but when you mess with his family, he can be just a total the canon version of Minato, awesome person, being epic. Yeah, he could be that, even though Minato has no chakra. Well, actually, Minato does have chakra along with Kushina. I think I said that. They just can't use it, but they can, use it to make jutsus, but they can use it to enhance their bodies, which Minato has been called. Let's just say he is a owner and a bodyguard to. Actually, no. Minato works in multiple jobs, multiple for one person, and this person, I'm not gonna say who. And Kushina, you know, she is somewhat the same way with Minato, but she that's like one job that doesn't like give her multiple. It's one job that she's basically, how can I say this right? She's basically an info broker. So yeah, and Naruto knows this already, and that's how he was able to make his gear and such because of Minato and Kushina's connections. Which somebody said they reminded of Kakashi's, Anbu outfit. So, let's just say it's somewhat similar to that. Let's just say that it is somewhat similar to an Anbu outfit, but not really. But yeah. But anyways, as Asuka understands now. She goes, "Oh, okay." I mean, it's kind of weird that you have all this knowledge of the past, which still shocking about the whole entire Kaguya thing. He was like, "Yeah, tell me about it. She's human now." I mean, well, the human version of her is still her, but not her at exactly the same time. So, yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I technically want to fight her, but I may kill her because I may be too OP. And so, Asuka laughs at this. Also, if you people are gonna, say this in like a somewhat of a ship thing, no. Asuka and Naruto are gonna be like brother and sister. That's the way. And no, I mean even though they're not related by blood, they're gonna be like brother and sister because they're living in the same house. And I'm gonna have where some guys. No. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. But I'm not going to say anything. But saying more. But anyways, so after they both get changed, they start well, Naruto starts making dinner because Minato and Kushina aren't around. I mean, he told her about the jobs that they do, which are dangerous, and he could be on his own anytime, which they have left him money, and he can technically work his own jobs if he wants to, which she tells him he shouldn't really, but if he has to, to provide for them, she doesn't mind helping out. And then Naruto says no. And, he basically said it in a cold, dead voice, which kind of scared her, and he apologized for it. He just says, "I'm sorry. I don't want you to get in the get in the business of what I would do. It could be ending lives, getting info, or protecting somebody and killing people. All that." She understands, but she says she is a devil, and he goes, "Yeah." um, Minato, let's just say, after he found out about devils, I think I made him find out. Yeah, he he found a job, and like someone hired him, and they hired him permanently, and this is the person who gives him the jobs. Let's just say it's a devil. I'm not gonna say who, but yeah. But anyways, Naruto. Basically they finished making dinner. Not Kaguya, Kushina and Minato come in saying we're home, and Naruto says dinner's ready on the table. Go wash up and get change, and come and eat. Which they do actually. They're just I mean Naruto and Asuka are just waiting for Kushina and Minato. They come out. Excuse me, sorry about that one, but they come out. They start talking. Naruto asks how was their job today. And Minato just says, "Oh, it wasn't. It was just a basically protecting some kids. Well, the boss's sister, little sister." Naruto goes, "Really? Huh? Yeah. Hold on. All right, everyone. I am back. If you guys don't know, it was a long wait because I had to go out. I had to do something, and so there was like a really long wait. It is snowing up here too, where I am, so that's another reason why it took so long. But anyways, I'm back in it. So I honestly have forgotten where I was at. So let me just go through my mind. Yeah, okay, so yeah, the parents came back. Just saying it was just a normal job protecting some kids and all that. So yeah. Okay, then I talked about Asuka having a thing happen. Okay, so let's go then. After they all finish eating, they decide to have a family night and play a game. Which Asuka doesn't know what game they're playing. He just says, "Oh, it's one of their favorite games, some random game that they play for a family." So yeah, Asuka was having a good time. Naruto smiled at this, and not he, but Kushina says, "Oh, Naruto, didn't you say a long time ago you wanted to have a sister?" As Naruto face goes red, he was like, "Mom, what? Mom, why?" He goes, "Well, since Asuka is living here, she can be your little sister then." And he goes, "Mom, really? Have to embarrass me in front of her?" Which Asuka just laughs at. She doesn't really mind it. So yeah. Anyways, after that, they all go to sleep, and then the next day, let's just say this is let's say the day the occult club had like a early summon, so Ozzy was introduced as a new devil, along with they asked, at which Issei asked questions of Issei had somewhat of an understanding of Naruto because they're friends, so he didn't he's not gonna question the whole entire him disappearing thing, because let's just say Issei kind of knew what Naruto can do, but he doesn't want to tell anyone, so he acts it, which he's good enough to. So yeah, Rias didn't know. No, there's anyone else. But yeah, but meanwhile, while they're doing all that, Naruto is at lunch with Sasuke, Sakura, Hinata, Neji, Kaguya, Kiba, and a lot of other people from the Naruto world. And so he just goes, "Sup, everyone?" They all say, "Naruto!" Kaguya sees Naruto, and she just smiles. Which, let's just say some of the friend group, some people in the friend group knows is this. Kaguya really doesn't smile much, but but she's always a good person to hang out with. So they asked about what Naruto's relationship. Well, Sasuke asked, "So, what's your relation to that girl, Asuka?" He goes, "Oh, she's living with me. Plus, she's kind of like a little sister now." So, as he then glares at every guy at the table, he goes like, "If any one of you try to hit on her, I swear I will give you the worst pain imaginable. You will wish for death. Got it? As every guy, including Sasuke, gets a cold chill going down his spine, and they say, "Yes, sir." And and then next thing he just goes to back to being normal Naruto. He goes, "Good." So the girls don't understand how could they be afraid of him, but at the same time, Naruto is a good student. He gets into fights sometimes, not much, but yeah. So um, let's just say after while this is going on, the whole entire cult thing happens with Issei and Ozzy. Issei and hold on, oh, Genjiro, happens, and then Rias and Sonya, Tsubaki, and Ankano do their challenge each other to a tennis match. So a lot of the guys are just hyping and getting excited. Issei's kind of one of them, but at the same time, he just wants to see Rias win. So yeah, but Asuka came over and told Naruto, well, she ran over and basically he says, "What's wrong, Asuka?" She just says, Rias and Nakano are gonna fight Sonya and Tsubaki, so I just want to see if you can help them stop it or not. As he goes, "All right, see what I can do." So Naruto, walking over very casually, and Sakura just asks, "Do you really think Naruto can do anything?" And because Sakura is still the same Sakura on this one, still annoying, still acts like, Sasuke is better, well, still thinks that, and Asuka just looks at her and goes like, "Oh, what do you mean?" He goes, "Naruto can't do anything. Sasuke here can do everything." And then Sasuke just literally says, "Shut it, you're annoying." And then he looks at Ino saying, "Come on, let's go. Let's see what Naruto can really do." And Kaguya, asks Sasuke, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Oh, well, back when I was a little kid, there were some guys that bullied me, and, well, Naruto saved me." I was getting a real beating, and out of nowhere, Naruto comes in from, let's just say there was a skylight, and Naruto busted right through, throws a punch at the guy, grabs another guy, kneed them in midair right after he punched the dude, and well then, he just basically made them wish they were never born. He also sent them to the hospital. So yeah. And Sakura says, "No, he couldn't. Naruto isn't like that." And just tells her, "You know what, Sakura? Just shut it already. Come on." And this is not a Sakura thing. This is still a freak. I mean, this is the reincarnation is a Sasuke ship. So yeah. And so they walk off. Holding his hand. Hinata and Kiba go. Tenten is also there too. Tsubaki, Shikamaru still. Everyone. Sakura's just there alone, kinda. And Asuka just says, "You really don't know Naruto that well, do you?" She goes, "Well, I knew him since we were kids, but he just." She basically explains how he always acted really cold to people. It always made her angry, so she always tried to hit him. He always looked down upon us. Sometimes it looked like, and it just really irritated me. And she said, and then Asuka just says maybe he had a reason to. I mean, Naruto seems really kind. And he goes, "Yeah, he has been very kind to me, and he has helped me out with let's just say, a guy that wouldn't take the hint, and I ended up trying to hit him still." And Asuka just says maybe he doesn't really care if you thank him or not. He just does it because you needed it. Sakura's been feeling a little bit down ever since she tried to do that. That was back in middle school. So yeah. So basically, she gets up and they walk with Asuka. Asuka and her start talking. And then, so Naruto just sees, we don't know to where to go to the courtyard. He sees Issei. He goes, "Yo, Issei, what's up?" He goes, "Yo, Naruto, how's everything?" He was like, "Good, you?" "Alright." And then he just looks at Rias, Akino, and Sabaki and Sona. He goes like, "You like one of those guys over there?" He goes like, "Yeah, but I'm keeping it under control." He was like, "Good. I don't have to beat some sense in you this time." He was, "Yeah, your punches really do hurt a lot, especially with the whole entire, as you know, he leans and says chakra thing going on with you." He was like, "Yeah, watch it." And that's what goes down his, Issei's head. He was like, "Yeah." So, who do you think is gonna win this? He goes, "Honestly, I don't care who. I just want to get my school day done with and get home. That's all." So these two can just shut it and let's get this going. So Naruto just walks over to the fence and jumps right, and then he just jumps really high, all the way to the top of the fence with his. Basically, he just jumped off of 1 foot, and when he gets to the top, he's just on 1 foot on top of the fence, just standing, legit looking down on them, like down at the Issei. I'm not Issei. I'm on Akano, Rias, Sonya, and Tsubaki. They're in the middle of the match. They don't notice. And, well, let's just say the fight in this one is a lot more intense, which people are going like, what the? And Naruto just says, oh my god. They're not even using chakra. What the frick is this? And then, then Naruto remembered saying, his dad did say he found out about devils use this thing called magic. So he was like, oh, great, magic, huh? Kurama. Should we stop this? And Kurama, Madara, Ashura, and Indira just say it's getting too heated. Just blitz it. Just blitz the ball. He goes, yeah, you're right. As the next thing you know, Naruto just immediately, he basically falls. He looks like he's just gonna fall, but immediately pushes his feet off of the pole, and chakra is in his hand. He puts some chakra into his hand, which right when the racket of Reese's is about to hit the ball, Naruto just came in, grabs it, and the ball is still spinning. A lot of magical power in it. And basically, it just, when it stops, there's smoke coming off of Naruto's hand. And he just says, ladies, I think you were going a little bit too much and getting too much into this. I believe you guys should just end it right here and find something else. As then he basically has his eyes closed, but when he opens them, it's the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. He says, understand? As all four of them see him with the eyes, as they feel fear for the very first time. He's not releasing no bloodlust or killer intent. And even Kaguya, Sasuke, Sakura, everyone in Naruto's friend group sees this as Issa just says, really, Naruto? Why are those eyes? Those really scared the living crap out of me. Sasuke, Kiba, Shikamaru, Choji. It just kind of go, I know what you mean. To Issei. He goes, really? He goes, has he ever used them against you guys too? He goes, to intimidate. He goes, no, he used them on some guys that were picking on us when we were little kids, and they went to the hospital. Issei goes like, oh, well, same with me then. Same thing for me. So Rios, just says, Naruto, why you? He goes, look, Rios Grimry, I don't know why you two are doing this. I mean, why you four are doing this, and I don't care. I want to get my school day done with and go home. All right. As Naruto throws the ball at Rias and she catches it, it goes like, also, whatever you were putting into that ball wasn't normal. So, be careful next time. Including the student council president. As then he just looks over at Sonya and Tsubaki and just glaring at them, which fears they're really much afraid. They're having a hard time breathing. It seems like, which Akano sees this, and then he just says, "Oh, and Akano, nice form you have.
but try to don't put too much magical power into that attack, will ya? And he just walked away. And they just like, the reason I know it's shocked because he said it only to where they can hear it, but they're shocked and ask, how does he know? They're thinking, how does he know about that? So Naruto, walks away. He gets over to the fence. He jumps right over it this time, and everyone's just looking at him. He's like, "What are you guys staring at? Get back to class now!" As everyone leaves, everyone besides Naruto's friend group and Rias, Akano, Sonya, Tsubaki, Kaneko, Issei, Asuya, everyone that Naruto knows that's there. They're just thought Naruto's like intimidation just went to become like really scary. And then he just like going back to being normal Naruto. He was like, anyways, I'm gonna go back to lunch. I'm still hungry, so see you guys. So he's just walking away. Asuya, runs over, and Genshiro just wondering what the freak just happened. So, Reese goes over to Issei and says, have you been friends with him long? As Issei just says, well, she goes over to, Issei and everyone else, asks, has anyone of you known Naruto very long? Issei knows. Issei knows him long, so does Sasuke, Choji, Shikamaru. And she asks about the whole entire eye scene. He goes, oh yeah, he's able to do that. We don't know how, nor does he says. He just woke up one day and his eyes were totally different. So, yeah, Issei knows the truth though. Let's just say, he found Naruto when they were kids, just, doing some, like, say, fireball jutsu. And Issei was freaking out over that, so he explained it to Issei. I'm having it. I should have mentioned that in the first part. I'm sorry. I realized I forgot I put that in. So yeah, I'm just explaining it right now. So he knows about the whole entire Ashura, Indira, Madara, Chiha, Mangekyo, Renegon, the Sharingan, the Renegon and the Sharingan mix, and like one eye can be the Sharingan, another eye can be the Renegon. He knows all of that. And Kaguya's just there and just smiling, cause she's just happy to see that this is a person who can be kind-hearted but very intimidating, and probably even be able to wipe out anyone who gets in his way. So she just says she's gonna go, move follow Asuya, and Sakura's mouth just dropped. It says, "I told you he was, he's able to do anything he wants, right, Sakura? He can do anything." Naruto is basically like, let's just say they had an argument before Naruto got there because like Kiba said, have you ever noticed that Naruto's been able to do a lot more than us? Hold on, everyone. Okay, so basically, did say Naruto could do anything. Sakura said he couldn't. Now Sakura believes her, and well, Tsubaki and Sonya, even Akano come over, and they just ask, what's with Naruto all of a sudden? Tsubaki knows Naruto gets into fights, but there's always a good reason, along with, he protects people too, and he's a good student. So, why did he act like all cold and hearted and threatening sort of tone with them and everything? Sasuke, Shikamaru, Choji, and Issei just says, that is Naruto. That's who he is when you piss him off. But we didn't. He goes, but Issei says, sorry to tell you about this, girls. Naruto likes to get the day over and done with. And if anything interrupts his, wants to get home and just relax and stuff and falls and sleep, he usually gets really mad. So, this kind of was like a, not bad. Like, he's just like one of those things where he just gets really angry very easily. Also, he doesn't like the guys to get to do what they were doing. It's really annoying to him. So like hyping and being two guys being pervs. He says about his friends is, and Rias understands. So does Sonya, Sabaki, and Akuno. But Rias is a little bit curious on the reason why Naruto eyes are like that. So even Sabaki and Sonya, but they're not going to question him about it. So yeah, and unbeknownst to them, somebody has been watching him. Someone with black wings, multiple black wings. And it just said, huh, we have an interesting, person here. And also the Red Dragon. Emperor. Well, I should get in touch with him, but I should also keep an eye on this Naruto boy. As, he then flies off back to his apartment. And so, then that night, Ria says to to Azia that she's gonna need to if she can. No, she asks if she can participate in their dodgeball, which Naruto tells her that basically that's also while they were talking. Basically, I'm saying like we're kind of doing a little bit of time skip because of I want to have like some time. I don't want to make this like an hour long video, but anyways. So basically, though, like when they were talking, Naruto just says, "We got something. We got probably some homework that I'm gonna help you on. So if you got any plans tonight, you can't go, even if it's the cult club." Which, well, Azia tells Rias that Naruto's not letting her, come because of he's gonna help her with her homework, and also before Rias could say anything, Azia just says, "Also, I mean, we kind of like brother and sister, so I am not gonna go against his wishes. He wants me to have a good, health. I mean, good in class. So the whole dodgeball thing happens a little bit differently. I don't know who won. I don't really care, but let's just say, Rias wins. Rias. It was a tie. No, it was a tie. So yeah. So the homework for Azia and Naruto gets done pretty easily. And then the next day, they get their familiars. Naruto's not there this one, so he just reading the book at the library, waiting for Azia to get back home. Back. And when she does, he's just right then and there, like just right then and there in the occult buildings, like Reese's. Where they usually are, where the task is and everything. Just reading a book says, "So you guys are back, huh? Cool." He goes, "Hey, Issei, quick question. Did you die?" He goes, "Huh?" He goes, "Yeah, your chakra signature has been different lately. So, you mind telling me the truth? I've been meaning to ask you, since I got you all here. I don't even try nothing." As then he activates, well, just the Mangekyo, the turn of Mangekyo. So, he says, "You can't do nothing to me." And so, basically, Reese explains who they are. Like, they're devils in that, and Azia became one of them. Because she asked, and she saved Issei's life, and he was like, "Really? So you're the supposed to know everything about in this area, right?" And Issei even put it together. He was like, "Yeah, I know. Kind of funny how she let me die, right?" And Naruto goes, "What? How did you?" He goes like, "Yeah, but hey, you gave them the power, so I guess that's why he doesn't hate you, Brius. Just to be warned, next time." Don't let somebody die to get power. Tell them about it and tell them that they don't know how it's gonna work, so they may have to die to activate it. And if not, they'll save their life. At least tell them that, as Naruto says. And then he grabs Azuya's hand and says, "Ready to go home?" And then the little the little dragon tries to go and hit Naruto as then next red eyes Kurama's eyes are activated, and he stops and he goes. "Listen, little dragon, don't try to hurt me. Got it?" As the dragon nods and he goes, "Good." So he just starts petting the dragon too. And the dragon, kind of just lets him pet him, and then he goes on Naruto's shoulder and rubs his head against his face. And he goes, I guess he likes me? Wow, that's funny. And then he goes, after that, the dragon goes back to Azia. So yeah, so basically, Naruto and Azia basically fly Raijin's back home, and then Ria says, Issei, he was like, save it, Rias. I do thank you for saving me, and I do hate you for letting me almost die, but because of you, I got Drake, so yeah, I'm not really mad much. Just, you know, just don't do it ever again. And he just walks out. He has a familiar too. It ain't really, it's let's say a lizard. No, not a lizard. Let's just say it's a bird. So yeah. So basically, when Naruto and Asuka comes home, Minato, Kushina, and somebody with red hair is there. As he says, basically they're right in the living room when they were talking. As Naruto and Asuka just are there. As this person with red hair is in shock, and he goes, "Mom, Dad, we're home." And Asuka says, "Yeah, we're back." As then Naruto turned basically hold on. My parents just stopped yelling. They do that a lot. They talk really loud. That's yelling. I don't care. But anyways, basically, Naruto turns around and he goes like, Mom? Dad, who is this?" Kurama, Madara, Indira, Ashura sense this power coming off him. He says, "Be careful." And, he gets all serious. He goes, "So, is he another one of the targets or something for you and or protection, Dad?" As he goes, "No, this is my boss. This is Zex Gremory, or AKA the Lucifer, the devil, and the Demon King or Devil King." Which the Naruto isn't shocked. He goes, "Wait, what?" And he goes, "So you're Minato's son, huh?" He goes, "Yeah. Is my dad like a devil and he just works for you?" He goes like, "Oh no, 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 he's human." I asked him if he would be, but he said he wouldn't. He likes to be human, and he's remarkable. He's a remarkable human. Basically, without being a devil, he can already match me in fights. But that's only if I don't. We use hand-to-hand combat. He uses his chakra, and I use a little bit of my magical power. But it's always an interesting fight with him. Your mother kind of works for me too, but not really. But I'm interested in you, Naruto. He tells me a lot about you, how you're always able to do these remarkable things, and you even saved Asuka, who became a part of my sister's Purage. He goes, "Yeah, I mean, they told me who they were, so I'm not really shocked right now about you. Just the whole entire Demon King thing, and all. The Growing name was unobvious, but even the red hair, but the whole entire you being the Demon King, no, the Devil King, the king of everything, is a big shocker to me. Not gonna lie, my brain's having a hard time processing this. And he says, "Well, sit." Also, I got in contact with somebody. He's about to come in here. He's also interested in the Red Dragon. He goes, "Let me guess, Issei." He goes, "Yeah, all right." As a person in black, I think he had some yellow and spiky brown hair. Give me a minute. And let's say it's blonde and brown hair mix. And he says, anyways, he has I think a little bit of a beard. So he goes like, "Well then, Sir Zex, why did you call me here? Is it about your Issei kid?" I mean, yeah, he's interesting, but I need to get to know him better. And he goes like, Zazel, welcome. And he goes, and then he sees Naruto. He was like, "Oh, you're that kid from earlier today. I sensed, who had a lot of this weird power." He was like, "Yeah, you are." He was like, "Oh, my name is Azazel. I'm the leader of the Fallen Angels." And Naruto eyes glared at him. He goes like, "Let me guess, Black Wings?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes like, "I killed a couple of your subordinates. You here for revenge? If so," as in all of a sudden, like a a rib cage starts to form around Naruto. He goes like, I recommend you don't even try nothing. I will literally end you in a second. As Kushina and Minato says, oh boy, Naruto, calm down. And Zex even laughed at this. He goes, he is just like you two, but as you explained, he's getting this from somebody else. As basically what Azazel asks, goes, what do you mean? He goes like, well, as what Minato and Kushina have explained to me, this Naruto, you know, is the reincarnation of three different people. Madara Uchiha, Indira, and Ashura of the Sage of Six Paths, sons. And which Azazel eyes wide and he was like, no way. You're those reincarnations? And he goes, yeah, got a problem with that? He goes like, no, actually. So, why do you know, want me to come here? Uh, Zex. He goes, well, easy. I want him to, well, be a bridge for us, to work together. And that we can have a communication between us to have an alliance. He goes, me with the Devil King. What do I get out of this? He was like, well, in the future, you may be able to help out and, expand on everyone's skills in my sister's Parage, along with helping out Issei with his, basically development. And with Naruto being what I'm thinking of, making him, well, if he wants to, is a bridge where he can work for me and you and do anything you need. And he's like, huh, alright, what can you do, Naruto? He goes like, well, assassination, hold on. Sorry about that. My family was just really, really annoying, on the yelling thing. But anyways, as Naruto says, he just goes through the list, which is a lot, which basically Kushina and Minato are proud of. And so, but he says he's mostly effective in fights and hurting people, which Azazel just says, alright, so, I'm interested in him. What do you want, what are we gonna do? He's gonna become a devil or a fallen angel. He was like, how about both, Sex says, which Minato and Kushina are in shock. Even Azazel was like, what? He goes, how's that? He goes, well, first off, you have to be well, you can't be both, because no one can ever handle it, but I think he can. As Naruto says, well, I handle a lot of training. I basically am stronger than most people, a lot more people than what you think. Along with, I probably can beat most devils and fallen angels very easily. So maybe I can handle it. I don't really know, but hey, I'm gonna give it a shot. Besides, if I die, I'll probably be healed before I even died. So yeah, so basically, this is Zex pulled out a chess piece, but says this is not to be a part of anyone's parage or anything. You'll just work for us. You don't really, you can not listen to either one of us. You can be your own person. I will not allow you to, though, use your newfound powers or rank to use it to be above anyone else. And Naruto just says, well, I technically was once called the god of shinobi, so you really think your intimidation works on me? So Minato just laughs. I mean, not Minato. Anyway, yeah, hold on. Yeah, Minato and Kushina just laugh. Zex just grins, and Zazel says, I like this kid. Out loud. He goes, well, alright. So, Zazel just says, let me just get something real quick. He basically uses like a sacred treasure he has that brings him to his, workshop where he tinkers. And he finds, he makes, I know the playing cards for the angels, and then the chess pieces. Let's say the The fallen angels also use playing cards. So basically, what happens is Azazel, finds a playing card that's blank, and but he does say this blank card is usually never used for anything. It's only for unknown people to not have like a rank, which basically they start from the very bottom and work their way up. And he goes, yeah. Naruto says, yeah, well, I'll be powerful even without it. So basically, Zazel and Zex goes into Azazel's workshop, back into it, and they tinker with the chess piece and the card, try to mix both demon, I mean, devil and fallen angels, together, and it somehow works. It worked somehow. The chess piece and the card changed to where it becomes like the card is actually on the chess piece, and instead of a blank, even though there is like a Joker look to it, I mean a Joker card, this turns into a Joker card, but it has multiple things like diamonds, clubs, you know, hearts, clovers. It has like all of that, and kings and queens, and it's like what the. So Zazel just says, "Huh? I guess since we're modifying it to, for Naruto, and you're well, you probably already got one of Naruto's hairs, just so that way it'll work, right?" He goes, "Yes, that's what I gave you to, use. So that's why it may be mixed, and this may have happened." He goes, "Yeah." So they walk out. They give the chess piece to Naruto. I mean, well, they show Naruto the chess piece. And he says, "What now?" As Zex just says, "This may hurt," and he just places it on Naruto, and it starts to get absorbed into Naruto, and it doesn't hurt him. He's not screaming out of pain. He just eyes are calmly, absorbing it. He's just absorbing it with calm, and then Zex and Zazel ask him to try to open up his wings, as then all of a sudden, devil and angel wings. I mean, fallen angel wings can be seen, and there is a large amount of aura coming off of him, more than people, more than a normal pawn or card piece could ever have. And he just says, "I like this," which Azazel and Zex are shocked. So, but Zex and Azazel then calm down, and Azia looks at Naruto. She asks if she can touch the wing. He goes like, "Sure." And so she touches the fallen ancient wing, and he just says, "Am I gonna molt?" You know. She said, and Azazel says, "No." Well, kinda. It's only gonna be like every 20 years or so. You'll live longer than most people now, so Hold on. All right. So Naruto says, "All right. Um, what else? I need to know." Well, since the let's just say the chess piece he used, was actually used, was a chess piece that was in the making. So when they were making it, when they combined the card, it changed a lot more. Like it changed to being let's say a combination between a knight, king, queen, and pawn piece. That was the look of it, which was very surprising along with the card. So yeah, an unknown chess piece and an unknown card became something way more powerful because of they use a piece of Naruto's hair to get it aligned with him. So yeah, and the molten thing, Naruto's cool with it though. So he puts away the wings. He does ask Azia not to tell no one. She says okay, and he asks Dex and Azazel, "So what's the first job?" And Azazel says, "Just keep an eye on Issei for us, and to protect my sister." Zex says, he was like, "As you wish." Also, I am protecting Azia since she is my little sister. She's like a little sister to me now. And Zex just laughs, says, "All right." So after that, after talking, Eden, they leave Zex and Azazel. So yeah, and then like the whole entire homework. Wait, um, mm, yeah, homework happens. I already said that. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah. Homework, and then like the next day, it's basically multiple things. Just like I said, like a couple of days later, the whole entire there's like Ozio's being crowded by three guys that have a crush on her, and you know, they agreed to like tell her all at once. She said she's thankful for them telling her, but she's not interested in someone anyone right now. So please, and they're being very pushy. They're not listening. One of them grabs Asia's hand and she just says, "Let go." And, well, they just say whatever they'll say. Like, they're like, "Please, accept us. I mean, accept me. I can make, you happy and stuff." Naruto's walking by and, one of them's like grabbing her hand, just like pulling her, like, they're just like kind of like bringing her like somewhere. And Naruto just runs right over and just kicks one of the guys, sending him flying. And he goes right into the wall. Azia sees Naruto, his eyes are Kurama's, and they're starting to get the Sharingan out. She is not terrified, and he goes, "Who are?" As Naruto says, "Let go of my sister, or I will break every freaking bone in your pathetic body." As he lets go of Azia, she just gets right behind him, and he just says, "Azia, if you don't want to see this, close your eyes." She asks, "What are you going to do?" He was like, "I'm going to, well, actually, I'm going to break every bone in his body." And then the third guy just saying, "What about me?" He goes like, "Tsukiyomi." And then he just falls to the ground, that guy. Naruto just gave him a freaking like he gave him like a 5 hour just watching his worst fear ever happen, which is basically seeing basically spiders. So he passed out because of fear. And the guy goes, "What the? Where are you?" He was like, "I'm their worst nightmare." And everyone just here is screaming. So after him beating him up really quickly, he grabs Azia, body flickers to the outside of the school. She starts crying. He's just hugging her. Kaguya was there, just eating. And she asks what's wrong. He just said three guys, well, two guys were just dragging her. She didn't want to go with, and they were just saying like stuff, saying like, I can make you happy. And we're saying, "No, I can make her happy." Blah blah blah. And they said, "Let's see which one can." I didn't take a chance, and Azio looked. I just felt like her fear, so I intervened and I beat the living crap out of one of them, and I sent one guy into a wall. So yeah, and Kaguya, walks over. No, basically, she gets down and hugs Azia, and yeah. So after that happens, people saw. They asked what happened. The guy who came out fear. I mean, the guy who passed out from fear woke up and told them what happened. Two of them got like expelled. Well, the other one just got like didn't do nothing, but he was like saying, "Guys, stop! Like she doesn't want to come. Let's go. I mean, I already accepted it. I only care about what she thinks. Like how she feels. So let's go." And everyone's just telling him to shut it. So yeah, so that was it. He got like a little bit of detention, but whoever beat them up is gonna be in trouble. But he doesn't rat out Naruto. They tried to, but honestly, they don't really like. The principal didn't believe it because Naruto hasn't caused a fight since the one time, but it was understandable. So he wasn't there, so they got expelled either way. So yeah, and then Well, they got home. They told Azia told what happened. Minato and Kushina comfort her. Naruto's just happy. Issei, Naruto texted Issei, and everyone came over to Issei's house. I mean, to Naruto's house, and they all comfort. Akuno even said thank you to Naruto for what he did. He says, it's no problem. Naruto senses both devil and fallen angel within Akuno. He goes, huh? Fallen angel, devil, and Issei always noticed one wing, so there was like something else that he probably figured was wrong for, but he didn't want to pry, which Akano just has. He goes, don't be ashamed of it. All right, and then basically, Issei grabs Akano's hand, pulls her over to the side, and asks her if it's true. She said yes, and he must. Issei just hugged her, just saying like, "Are you an idiot? Why would I hate you? You're a good friend of mine." Jesus, Akano, I thought you knew me by now. I know it's only been like a couple weeks, but come on. She thanks him, and she realized Naruto's it doesn't like Issei is very kind. She's starting to get feelings for Issei either way, but yeah, it's just a little bit more earlier than usual. So yeah, and everyone leaves. Azia says, thank you to everyone for coming. And well, everyone did eat too, which Naruto cooked. Like he basically just tells everyone, "Oh yeah, I'm not really from this timeline. I'm not really from this time period. I'm from another time period. Also, I'm the reincarnation of three different beings: Madara, Uchiha, Ashura, and Indira from the Sage's six past sons. And I have a thing called chakra, which I could do this, as he does multi-chakra jutsu. And then they start cooking." Rias isn't shocked. Everyone's in shock besides Issei. Goes, finally, I don't have to hide it no more. Azia says, yeah, it's good to know. So, yeah, so after they all ate, they left. And, Issei asks Azia if she needs anything else before he leaves. She goes, no. And Naruto says he's gonna run out, get or something. She goes, you don't have to. And he goes, sis, no. And then he just body flickers over to the store that he got, the shampoo products and he got her a, well, just like a charm for protection and along with a bear. He pays where he gets back home. He gives her it. She thanks him. So yeah. But anyways, everyone, that's where I'm gonna leave it off. I do hope you guys have rest a good day and all, and just stay safe. I don't know where you guys live, so if it's snowing, just stay safe out there. All right, bye everyone. Have a nice day.